I need you now. Like we're doing devotion. Oh, Lord. Yes! Come on! God damn it, where's my phone at? God damn it. Why is it all the way over yonder somewhere?
It's going over yonder.
Going over yonder.
I sing that song.
I'm going up beyond to be with my Lord.
Okay, gospel vocal.
What's up, guys? Hello. Welcome back to Fantastic Oreo. We are now at episode 4. 4 for 4 up in this home. Okay. My special guest today, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Kanye Rule Jr. That is important.
Oh, come on, Junior. So y'all know how we do this. Let me go ahead and get our little tidbits out of the way so we can knock that out. For those of you who are listening on SoundCloud, make sure that you are following us here on SoundCloud. That way you can know when I upload this. This will be uploaded on the 15th and the 31st for you. Sometimes I might do it a day early, depending on if the 15th or the 31st is either on a Friday or Saturday, or if we don't have a 31st during that month. So just make sure that you are following us for that. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure that you do follow us on SoundCloud, or if you prefer to watch our lovely faces, that's also fine. Just make sure you subscribe to my channel since I just hit 3K.
Ooh.
It would be appreciative. Just kind of, I'm trying to get to 5K now. So definitely do that. And then also, we have an Ask FM. I said this before. If you would like to join the discussion, if you want to talk about anything, if you want to just say whatever you feel, it's all anonymous. You can just say whatever you want. All those links will be in the description box below. Okay. Now that we got all those tidbits out of the way, we got topics and things. But first of all, let me just tell you, because I've been waiting for this rant. Let me tell you what happened before I started trying to set all this shit up, right?
Okay.
So I get up in here. I'm already had like a stupid day at like the restaurant. I come in here and I'm trying to change clothes, right? I have to pee. So I go to the bathroom, I have to pee. And me personally, I don't like cheap toilet paper because I feel like I have to use a bunch of it, right? In order to just clean everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing that. I'm thinking, okay, I'm just, I'm changing or whatever. So I go and flush it. Shit don't go down. Okay. So I'm like, okay, all right, fine. All right. So I'm waiting a second. Sometimes it needs just that second flush, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did that second flush. Shit started to come up higher. At this point, shit started to come on the floor. So I'm panicking. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm immediately looking around like, fuck, where the fucking plunger or something, right? Didn't see the plunger in the girls' bathroom. I said, all right, bet. I'm going to go to the boys. Went to the boys' bathroom. No fucking plunger. I'm like, okay. So now I'm really starting to panic because there's shit on the floor. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh God, it's everywhere. So I found there's a closet in the boys' bathroom. So I opened it up thinking there's going to be something in there. There's everything in that closet. Like mops, fucking everything. But a plunger. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm over here, I don't know why in my head, now this doesn't make any sense, because I could have just saved some time. But in my head, I was panicking. So the first thing I did was like, I'm gonna go and get the water out. So I'm going to get the mop bucket. Listen to me. I go and get the mop bucket. I go and get the mop bucket, and I come around with the bucket, and I'm like, I need something to scoop the water out. So I go and I find this plastic cup, and I'm like, so I'm in the bathroom like, oh my God. So I'm trying to scoop shit out. And I'm like, oh my God, the buckets. I'm like, So I'm over here like, okay. So I get all the water out. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to flush it again. So I do this process back and forth for at least 30 minutes. Mind you, I started at 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. By the time 5:30 hit and it wasn't going down, I'm like, okay, this is not working. Because I was thinking maybe if I kept taking the water out and keep flushing it, it would like loose. I don't know. In my head, I was like, it's gonna loosen up or something. It wasn't working. I just got a bunch of toilet water on my hands. It was just gross. So I'm like, okay, we have to come up with something. Because I'm just mad. I'm over here cussing like, why do I have a fucking plunger? This is stupid. How you gonna have a fucking 24-hour place and no plunger? That doesn't make any sense. Because there's signs on the wall that say don't flush about the toilet. So obviously y'all know
that you need a plunger.
And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, okay, all right. So at this point, I'm like asking Siri. I'm like, Siri, where's the nearest Dollar General?
Did you buy a plunger?
Oh, hold on. I'm getting to that. So Siri tells me it's a Dollar General that's maybe like 2 minutes from here, right? I'm like, okay. So I basically close the bathroom door and just make sure nobody sees the mess because there's still water on the floor. It's just a hot ass mess. So I close the door. I'm like darting to go to the Dollar General. Okay. So in the midst of me going to Dollar General, there is a CVS. I'm like, okay, well, I'll stop at CVS since it's closer. I'm gonna see if, go to the freaking CVS and they don't sell plungers. So that's a tidbit there. Fucking CVS doesn't sell plungers. So there's that. So I pass the Walgreens. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to this Dollar General first. The Dollar General should have it because it's Dollar General, right? Okay. Go to the Dollar General. I'm walking around looking for the shit. In the midst of me looking for this plunger, this announcement comes on in this store that I have never in my life heard an announcement like this. Sounded like a airport PSA. Comes on. It's a white man. He's just like, welcome to Dollar General. We're just letting you know that shoplifting will not be permitted here. The definition of shoplifting is you taking things with the intention not to buy them. If that is what you are thinking of doing, please put these items back and leave the store immediately. Otherwise, the police will be called and we will be giving them your full description. So I'm over here, sitting over here like, what the fuck am I listening to? I have never...
They just added that. It happened to me too.
He sounded pressed. Like, I thought it was live, but I'm like, where am I? This is some Jackson shit. Because I'm like, what the heck? I have never... He just sounded so upset.
Was that one down there?
It was this way. Down here. I don't know. It was over there by the hospital. But I was over here like, what the entire fuck? So I'm like, do I need to leave? Like, what the fuck? So I'm still looking for this plunger. Couldn't find it, right? So I go ask the lady, I'm like, y'all don't got no plunger? She was like, I mean, if it's not down there, then like, yeah, got them. And I'm like, how the fuck are you out of plungers? How?
I mean, people take a lot of shits.
That doesn't make, but that would be even more reasons why we need a plunger. So I'm like, okay, all right, fine, cool. So I leave. Mind you, now this is place number 3. I gotta go look for a goddamn plunger. There's a Walgreens right over here. I'm like, okay. If Walgreens ain't got this goddamn plunger, I'm gonna lose my shit. Cause I'm thinking there's shit all over this bathroom. I was like, I don't want you to come and there's stuff everywhere. Like, I'm over here panicking, right? Get to Walgreens. Okay, great. They have a plunger. I was like, whew, okay. There's a plunger here. I grabbed some Fabuloso and I'm like, okay. Get up to the register. I'm thinking, okay, I should spend maybe like, $10 max. Get up there, total's $20. Like, what the fuck? The plunger is like $15 fucking.
Are you gonna take it home with you?
Bruh, like,
because
I was like, what
madam.
the fuck? $15 for a plunger?
You gonna take it home, right?
You damn right I'm taking that plunger home with me. The hell? I'm letting it dry right now. I don't want this shit in my car. I'm just, y'all.
It's gonna be okay.
Okay, I just had to get that out before we even done anything. Because that's why I told you every time I go to that bathroom, I get pissed looking at it. Because I'm just like, you're just thinking about the 30 minutes I spent scooping out the water and everything else. You know what?
But does it work now?
No. Because I just, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna go to the next topic. Scoop this up, friend, so we can hear you. There we go. We can hear you better. Okay, so first topic we're gonna talk about raising minimum wage. So there's been discussions and things because Spotify has this thing now where it's like, I guess it's called like your drive or something or whatever. Like they'll do a mixture between NPR and your music that you like. So it'll be like a mixture. So it'll be like 5 minutes worth of news, then like 2 songs. It's basically kind of like the radio. Yeah. So I was listening to it and 2 things popped up. The first thing was raising minimum wage. They was talking about how California and a couple other states are trying to be progressive in raising this minimum wage up. Now, minimum wage here is $7.25. Why? I don't know. Because I don't know who they think is like surviving off of this $7.25, but I sure the hell could not. Hell, I can barely survive off of $10 an hour. 11. And that's just down here. So I can only imagine if you're in like a bigger city.
Yeah, with the higher cost of living.
Like, have you ever worked at a job for like $7.25?
Uh-huh.
Which one was it?
I used to work. My first job was Dairy Queen.
Uh-huh.
And then I moved to this yogurt froyo shop in Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
Each check per every 2 weeks is about like $300.
Oh.
Mind you that I was a full-time college student.
Yeah.
And $300 is not gonna buy you anything in college.
Oh no, they're gonna buy you shit.
Nothing.
Like, absolutely nothing. Like, and then you know what's crazy to me is like the $7.25 ones be the ones that be asking you to do too much.
Yes. Like, ma'am, is that in my job description?
Like, asking you to
like,
do the upper echelon of most.
I kid you not. They were like, Kunjay, we need you to clean the bathroom. I said, no, ma'am. I am not. It wasn't. Like, I don't know. No.
Oh.
And then you have to deal with people's attitudes, and I'm not good at that. I'm
no. I think like the first one I had that I had to work $7.25 was working at Auntie Anne's in the mall in Hattiesburg when I was a Southern Miss. And it was so stupid because one, I work for a bunch of redneck white people. Let's just start there. And I don't mean no harm. Those of y'all that are white that are watching this, like you have to be down here to understand. There's like the regular white people, and then there's like the regular ones, the like Hasidity ones, and then there's the rednecks. Okay, there's like 3 different classes. So I was working for the rednecks. And that needed a smoke break every 5 minutes that would leave me leave me there. Mind you, this kiosk just opened up. Okay? They had just opened up and it's in the middle of the mall during Christmas. So you can only imagine, like, people just bobbing in and out, and they had me doing way too much, still trying to take trash. And this isn't like a regular restaurant, so taking out the trash at a kiosk is like walking way down yonder to go out. You got to go to a certain spot in the mall, then go out that door and around back. Like it was a whole bunch. Like I didn't have to like clean the just god awful shit. And then it's like you do all of that, and like who are they expecting to live off of these things? That's what I'm trying to understand. It's like if rent is even like down here, the cheapest rent you might find is like you might be paying like 6 something, maybe 7 something for a studio. Like Mississippi ain't what people think it is anymore. Like you maybe could look up and find that, but most of us is still paying like 8 something or 9 or more for like rent.
Yeah. If
you're only getting paid $200-$300 every 2 weeks, like what?
You're in a 1-bedroom apartment with like 5 roommates, and it's like
over here packed in like some Mexicans. Like damn. Like why? Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know what the government is like thinking. Like who's living off of these things?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of the people who are in charge have been out of touch with the people that they need to be helping. So that's why your local elections are more important than your presidential elections.
Hell yeah.
Because your local electees are the ones that make decisions on behalf of you. So if there are people there who have been there for years and they have not been doing anything, and they haven't been doing, go to the polls.
Right.
Okay. Go vote.
All day, every day.
Because I always say, if you don't vote, you can't bitch. Period.
Put that on a t-shirt. If you don't vote, you can't bitch. Period. Because but yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I had just heard that, and I was like, good for California trying to raise it. Because I think their minimum wage is $10.
Yeah.
Which is higher than what ours is, but you got to think about it. It's like California. So
yes.
$10 really ain't.
And you have to think about a lot of the people here are government assistants, Section 8. So, and there's also there are limitations on like if you are in Section 8, if you make a certain amount, you get put off of it.
Yep.
So it's like, you want me to work and I want to better myself, but it's like I still need the help. I'm not there yet. So don't think that just because I've gotten in a better situation financially with a new job, that doesn't mean that everything else is taken care of.
Exactly. And then especially if you have like kids and stuff, like there's a lot of people that got kids, and not even just kids, like a lot of them have to take care of their brothers and sisters or like nieces, nephews, like just all kind of family situations. So it's just like, how do you expect, like how? That's why I don't be... That's why I be trying to tell people, like, because I've seen, and that might lead into another situation I was talking about, but it's like sometimes, like, because I know last week I was talking about stealing shit, but I really feel like sometimes, like, people do it out of just desperation that
yes.
they need it. I wasn't doing it because I needed it, but I know people that have done that because they can't afford like Pampers and like formula for their babies, or like
Fantasia,
or just So it's just like there's a lot of different situations, you know. Because I mean, I like heard a story of like little kids that went up in Walmart just to take some snacks because they didn't have any food at home, and like. Yeah. I think it was like with that story, I think it was like one lady, it was a couple white people that saw the kids and was gonna snitch, but then the lady walked up to the kids, it's a black lady walked up to the kids and was acting like she knew them. And then once the white people kind of walked off, she, talked to them and told them originally not to be stealing. But then when she talked to the kids and found out why they were doing that, she then bought that for them plus some more stuff that they needed. Because apparently they were living with an elderly grandmother that couldn't really work like that. That was living off a disability and, stuff like that. And they weren't old enough quite to get a job yet. So you just never know people's situations. It's just like you really have to take that into consideration. These people that are like taking, that's why, like I said, you vote. Because they don't be taking into consideration the people, and it's not just black people; it's everybody that be in these types of situations. So like you just never know where life's gonna take you with that. So I'm gonna go to the next topic. Next thing that I've also heard on NPR. Thanks you, Spotify, for got me listening to fucking NPR now. But the next thing that they were talking about was trashing Mount Everest. So apparently in 2018, 2019, a lot more people have been climbing Mount Everest. Like a lot of people have been taking that off their bucket list and climbing Mount Everest, which is fantastic. Shout out to you and all the white people, because I know that's
y'all.
That's y'all.
We ain't going.
No. That's awesome that people are doing that, but they're saying that the issue is that people go up there. And, obviously you can't do it in one day. So you can go camping. Well, what's happening is that they're leaving their shit up there. So like, and you would think, oh, maybe it's like food or stuff like that. Oh no, people are leaving whole ass campsites.
Yeah.
Like whole ass. Like, what do you think?
Well, I guess my thing is, they're too cold to get it back down.
But it's just like, but you brought it with, like, I don't understand. Like, you brought it with you. So it's like, you obviously packed it enough to where you could carry your knapsack plus your campsite.
Well, I guess they were warm when they packed it. It's cold now. Who about to? I'm ready to go home, honey. I can't be.
Like, how long did it take you to climb Mount Everest?
Yeah, a couple of days.
So you would still need it. So maybe like they're leaving it when they get up to the top.
Because it takes, at one point there was a line to get to the summit. So when you summit, that's when you're at the actual peak. Yeah. And so some people will stop like way before you get to that point because it's just they probably can't handle it. They probably didn't think about it.
Because they also said some people would really be in trifling, so they wouldn't be tracked. Because apparently you can, because each tent has like a little SKU number or whatever. You could track it, kind of like how Apple phones and stuff is. People are ripping the tags off the tents.
I mean, I just feel like,
is there a felony for that? Like, can you go to jail for like leaving stuff on Mount Everest? Like, is that like a law up there?
Well, people have always been disrespectful to the environment.
Yeah, because they were like saying that the people that live in that area now are trying to go and clean it.
And it's difficult to do.
Yeah, like how do you,
it's cold.
Like I'm just thinking in my head, like how are you going to physically go up there to clean, like to take all that shit down? Like how? Like you have to go by helicopter.
Yeah, or some people just make their expeditions and excursions to go by foot.
But you have to carry something, like, to take all that shit down. I'm literally logically in my head, like, I don't understand how you would clean that. Like, because you can't take a lot of shit up there. Because think about it, it's gonna take them some days to get up there. And
they usually have to take oxygen tanks and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, white people
clean up your shit.
Because
I'm just literally in my head, I just do not. And then it's like that they're saying it's the locals doing it. Like, it's like, come on. That's just like somebody come into your house and just like
I wish you would.
Just like sleeping on your sofa, eating up all your food, got crumbs all over the place, like leaving all their dirty underwear. Like it's literally like somebody doing that. Yeah. Somebody you don't know on top of that.
Yes.
Somebody you don't know. They doing all of this in your house while you gone, and then you come home, and that's what it is, and you're like, what the fuck? But imagine that, but the fact that you can't throw it away. Like you can't get a black garbage bag and just put all that shit in there and toss it. Like that's basically the magnitude of that. Where's the more of the story? If you're doing this type of shit, clean your shit up.
Please.
We not your mama.
Even at your house. You go to your friend's house. Don't leave your shit over there.
Life lessons.
Because I promise you, you do that at my house, you would never be allowed back.
Life lessons via Mount Everest. Pick up your shit.
Pick up your shit.
So the next one I wanted to talk to you about, because you are now a college, alumni now.
Yeah.
Student loans.
Girl.
So let me tell you the backstory about this. So there's this coworker that just got hired at the restaurant. His name's Ben.
Hi, Ben.
He's a typical, what's a nice way to put this?
Oh, God.
And it's not just me. I just want y'all to know, 'cause I know some of y'all might be thinking this bitch racist. I'm really not. It's just that it's just certain stuff. Y'all gotta be down here in the South to understand.
Is he privileged?
It's not even that. He gives me the vibes of I didn't grow up with a lot, so now I feel like I need to overcompensate, and that's just to get deep about it.
Okay.
But on the surface, he comes off as very much Republican, conservative, misogynistic type of a guy, and for him to be as young as he is very scary. So he's maybe, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he might be maybe like 2 years younger than you. So he's not
22.
Yeah, 21, 20, 22-ish. I want to say, because he talks about drinking, so I think he's maybe like 21, 22.
Well, you know, girl.
That's a whole different discussion. But what was alarming was the first conversation, the real conversation that I had with him was about student loans. So we both found out that we both went to Southern Miss, right? And exactly. But he was in the midst of him talking to me about it. He got to asking me about student loans. So that was my first little red flag of like, okay, the fuck? Who just asked somebody about their student loans? But I was like, yeah, I got some loans. I've been trying to dodge Sally ass for a long time. She finally got my ass this year, which is fine. It's fine. I only paying like $20, which is fine. I got that income driven shit. So, which is, I'm working on it. So, which really just paying interest, but it's fine. So I told him that's what was happening. And he got to going into this rampage about how I need to get on it. I need to pay this off.
Are you my father?
In this amount of time. Oh, no. Listen. So he's like, yeah, you need to get on that and you really just, knock all that shit out. And I'm just like, well, I got to get a real job first. Let's just start there. I've been 4 years out of college. Still ain't got no real ass job. Let's just start there. So once I get a real job, maybe I can, and I got to pay some more people first. Then I'm worried about Sally, okay? Because Sally going to be there regardless. It's people in their 60s that's still paying Sally from the fucking 50s. So that's why I'm saying Sally gonna be there regardless, okay? So I'm like, I'm not worried about that. So he proceeds to tell me that, he went through Southern Miss and was paying his off as he goes, because I can't remember what he told me he majored in, but it was something near construction. And they had him working during the summer, doing summer interns and shit, and all that kind of stuff, construction and shit. He gives me the vibes of he really likes money. Like, he's one of those type of people that I only want to go to school for money. I want to make a lot of money, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
I like
but, some people go to school for that. Some people go to school to, pursue their dreams. So it's just, those are mainly the two type of people in college. You got the people that want to do it for money, people that want to pursue their passions. So... he's telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, well, yeah, it's fine. Me, I'm very neutral. I don't judge people. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, that's fantastic. But he's really, saying, basically making it seem like I ain't doing shit with my life because I got student loans. So me and my other coworker, he's, in his 30s. So me and him both look at this kid like, kid, the fuck you just, if you even graduated college yet, bro, you haven't even gotten out yet.
Yeah.
You haven't lived life yet. So you're over here, lecturing us about student loans and and everybody's situation is different, but he was really adamant about we should have been on it in college and we should have been working, because I told him, well, number one, my mama wouldn't let me have a job. Let me just start there. Christine was not letting
She
me,
wasn't
like,
going.
she didn't let me have a job in high school, let alone college. I had to sneak and get a job my sophomore year in college, and I didn't tell her until a couple months after I worked. And that was at Auntie Anne's job. So I was barely, like, had to work on weekends type of a shit, because my mama really wasn't having that. So I worked 18 hours. I had 18 to 20 hours every semester, and that was summer school included. I was trying to get the fuck up out of Southern Miss.
Yes.
So I told him, I said, well, I cursed couldn't do it because I was taking all these hours. And he was like, well, you should have taken less hours and worked a full-time job. And I'm like, how? Like, at the time, I didn't have no resume worth of nothing. Like, nothing. Like, how am I supposed to work a full-time job at 18, 19? You know what I mean? You're 18, 19, 20 years old. You just graduated high school, for Christ's sake.
But that's where cultural differences come, because some people have people in their lives that'll train them up to have that mentality. And other people have, like, parents like ours, like, you ain't working in college, your goal is school.
Yeah, it's school,
So some people don't think long-term in that sense. Because I have student loans. I don't have that many because God found a way for me to have free tuition.
Yes, God. Yes.
But I'm also blessed to be in a situation where I'm working in my field. So I still have to pay about $200 a month.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get it over with.
Yeah.
Because Sally don't play.
Sally is brutal.
But I feel like my rule in life is judge ye not, yet you be judged.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you can't help the situation, don't comment on it. For instance, he could have straight up said, gave you advice on how to do it in sense of, like, I look to doing this to help me get some of it down. Yeah. For instance, I did AmeriCorps. So if you're an AmeriCorps alumni, what's up? What they will do is you work. It's volunteering hours, but they will pay off the interest of your student loans. Yeah. They will also give you an education award, which you can use to pay off the actual principal of your student loans. So that's what I'm using now. So none of the loans that I pay are out of pocket at the moment. Yeah. Now, eventually, probably by next year, I'll be paying out of pocket. Ugh. But I feel like with student loans, you have to go. The first rule is, like, never to get more than what your interim salary is going to be when you first start. So this is informational for people that are in college. Tidbits. Just in case, you're thinking about how to pay for this. Yeah. If it's more than what you're going to make the first year for your entering salary, find some more scholarships. They will give you a scholarship for anything. And there's a lot of,
and this is a plug. I'll leave the links down below. My cousin actually wrote a book about how to get, I don't know how much, she literally scholarships out the butt. And, like, cause she went to school, she's still going to school now for free. She went to Jackson State, the University of Alabama. She's now in North Carolina getting her doctorate for free. And I wish that I would have known that information that she knows because, I mean, we're like the same age, but, like, her mom was a finesser. I love my cousin, but she is. And she was able to, and then on top of that, like, she's like a nurse, but, like, my mom kind of makes a little more. So my situation was a little different, but she had to find scholarships. So, which she really didn't need to, because she's one of those straight A students, but she just is one of those people that, like, penny pinches. She's like Mr. Krabs.
Baby, get your charger.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, hold on. Let me get the charger. But anyway, we're gonna keep talking. But she wrote a book, y'all, that basically has everything that you need to know about getting scholarships for college. So I know that it's July now. A lot of people are just going into college or going back to college because it's never too late. Yes. To apply for something. Sorry, charge Lola up. But it's never too late to apply for something. So I'll leave that link down below if any of y'all are interested to go and check out that book. But yeah, I just thought it was so interesting because it was just the fact that, like, it'd be different if he was coming at it. But cause I thought it was weird when that, oh, goddamn, this goddamn camera. Hold on. I knew it was gonna happen at some point. This stupid camera. All right, buddy. Hey. There we go. Okay, but anyway, like I was saying, but it was like he didn't. Whoa.
Girl, I don't know. Gravity is real.
almost flipped over. But yeah, I thought it was kind of just a weird thing to bring up with somebody randomly
that you don't really know,
and you don't know, and then the fact that like you were coming from a place where like
judgment.
Yeah, and he's gotten into some shit at work because it's not just that. Now, I personally can read people within 5 minutes of me meeting them. So I could tell from me talking to him that he was that type of like Trump supporter mentality.
Entitled.
So I talked to him that day because he was training, and it was me and the other guy that was closing, and he was training at the time. So I talked to him then, but I knew from that conversation that we wasn't going to have any more because I'm like, you will not like me. So I've tried really hard to just only talk to him about work, and that's it, and just leave it at that. But my coworkers come and tell me other stuff that he's gotten into people with debates about gay marriage. He's gotten to one girl that I know, he's really been fucking with her. I told Brooke she needs to just kick his ass, but that's just me. But he's basically been messing with her about her being blonde. He's messed with her about having tattoos because apparently he doesn't like women with tattoos. He has a very
I don't recall her asking you to want her.
Oh baby, I told Brooke today. I said, Brooke, next time you say something stupid to you, say something these things don't happen when Chelsea at work. But I'm just like, because she had came to me today and said something. I said, Brooke, please I'm telling you what to do. I said, listen to your black friend, baby. Let me tell you, when somebody says something stupid to you, say something stupid back. So she did today. I heard today. I said, yes, Brooke, get his ass. Cause he really was just saying just stupid, just random ass shit.
But my thing is this, as I feel like that's when your employer has to come in and stop being complacent with their behavior. Because I have this situation where there's this one operator. I'm a chemist, y'all. Hey.
Come on, chemist.
And I one of 3 in the whole entire plant. And they obviously feel like I'm not worthy of my job because of my beautiful melanin.
Yes, melanin.
It ain't going nowhere.
Never.
And I ain't going nowhere, period.
Period.
But there is this one operator there who was like, he's like the boss of 2 plants. And he has a very nefarious behavior and he's entitled. And one day he called our lab and was like, something needs to happen with these samples because they're not in yet. Yeah. And I politely said, you need to check your tone with me because I'm not now one of these other motherfuckers in this lab. And then I talked to my supervisor and said, hey, I don't like the way he approached me. Yeah. So you need to take care of it because if you don't, I will. I don't care what your title is. If you disrespect me, I will disrespect you in public. Yeah. So, and he was like, that's just how he is. I said, you need to stop accepting toddler behavior because it's going to continue to happen. Yes. So if you as the employer keeps allowing it to happen, it's going to happen. Yeah. And you're wondering why you don't have the culture of job that you want.
And that's the crazy part is, well, I know for a fact that one of my managers know. The one that I'm cool with, he knows what's happening because he's been there. Well, 2 of them know because they've been there when they've heard some of it. And I know that now I wasn't here when this happened, but I got told this because we have a girl that me and her are so cool. Like her name's Jess. Jess is a sweetheart. She's one of those type of people that are just like so positive and upbeat. And she's always like making sure everybody's straight. And but she gay like me. So I don't know what was said, but all I heard was he pissed Jess off, and I'm like, the fuck did you do? Because she not one of them people that get mad like that. And from what I was told, they got into a really, I don't know what was said, just a heated debate about gay marriage. And pretty much all my coworkers, we're all like, not everybody's gay. Some people are bi, some people are straight, but we all have a good balance between we respect each other, which has never happened in any job that I've worked at, surprisingly. We have a good respect for everybody. So it's like, you may not agree. We all have our debates about different things, but we respect each other to the point where we're not being disrespectful. So when I heard that, I instantly was like, okay, somebody gonna have to do something. Because if he says something sideways to me, that's gonna be it. But everybody else just keeps letting it. That's why I told Brooke today, I'm like, no, you need to know, do not let him sit over here and
disrespect
and then on top of that, I'm like, Brooke, you got 2 goddamn bachelor's degree. You working at AMR, she's like an AMR nurse. I'm like, girl, don't let this 21-year-old child
come for
girl,
you. See,
come for you. The hell?
You should check his ass.
I'm waiting for him to say something to me. He has not said anything sideways to me, although today it almost happened because I don't know how this happened. Oh, I know what happened. So it was a little baby that was hollering. Now this baby had been hollering all day. It was one of my parties. The mom and them sat down. They fed the baby first, which is smart to do. They fed the baby first. The baby went to sleep. So the baby had been quiet the whole time that whole 13 top was there, just quiet. So right when I was about to cash them out, that's when the baby woke up and was hollering and shit. I was like, oh, the baby just need to go home, really go to sleep. So I'm over here cashing it out, and it's a girl that I work with that she don't really care for children. So she like to say little funny stuff about it. So she was just like, girl, that birth control out there. I was just like, I understand. I'm trying to get him out of here because I can't take that squealing. So in the midst of us just joking around, here comes Ben, just dampening up things. And I don't know who the fuck brought up abortion, but it got brought up. And my coworker, silly ass, was talking about something. Well, don't let it happen to me because I'm going to get that thing vacuumed out of me real quick. And I hit the floor laughing because that shit tickled me so bad. And I'm like, not vacuumed out.
Because, they have that now.
I know. I said, not vacuumed out, bitch. So then Ben goes, well, I mean, I just really don't agree with that because, I'm using his accent. I really don't agree with that because, babies are just real cute. I don't understand why you want to kill a little baby. So I'm like, okay, Chelsea. Okay, we're not gonna say shit. We're gonna see how this play out. So my coworker chimes in and she goes, well, I don't see how a clump of cells equal into a person after 6 weeks, but it's whatever. Which to me personally, your girl is like pro-choice out here because I just feel like nobody should be dictating to anybody what they should do with their body, period.
If you don't want an abortion, you ain't gotta have one.
Exactly.
If you don't like gay marriage, don't marry a gay person.
It's just like, you shouldn't be dictating to other people what they should do with their lives and their body. But that's the reason why, like, I didn't say nothing. I just was letting them do this because I knew if I chimed into it, he was going to get mad because I'm the wrong person to like debate with. I'm a very educated black woman. You will be up freaking set with me because I don't debate with people without knowing my stuff first. Yeah. And as much as I've had to get into debates with people just over the years about me being pro-choice, I was like, you're gonna be upset. So I tried to stay out of it and let my coworker say her piece because we're still joking around, but not really. We're just like, you're gonna lose this. You're gonna lose it. You and your white conservative
That's
views.
the problem. People will try to believe that they can. If I don't subscribe to your beliefs, do not try to project them onto me.
Exactly.
So, Benjamin.
That is his name too, fucking Benjamin.
Sir. It is not your job to tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, and like I said, I could go on and on about just little stuff that he's done. But the managers
catch me outside.
I told you it didn't happen. Jesus must know not for this to happen to me. Because I promise you, if you say something sideways to me, that's gonna be it. Because like I said, I try so hard to just not say anything because I know me. It's like, I don't even have to cuss you out. I'm really that person that I know my stuff so much that I don't even have to cuss you out. You gonna be mad because I'm spitting facts at your ass.
I'm gonna do both.
That's what you gonna be mad about. So I'm just like...
I'm gonna cuss you out.
But I'm gonna leave Ben alone because Lord knows I can go on about that country bumping
Catch me
ass
outside,
motherfucker. But anyway, next topic. I'm pretty sure you heard about this.
Mm-hmm.
The woman there was this woman that got into a fight and got shot up in the stomach while she was pregnant. And they're trying to, I think they did send her to jail originally, and they were trying to try her for manslaughter. Now, I had an updated picture that said that the charges have been dropped now, but that was another coworker debate I had got into because I've had some people, still the same people that be with the stance on abortion, feel like they need to go to jail because it's a little baby. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she was far along for it to have been a person. However, definitely she should have went to jail because, girl, don't be fighting while you're pregnant. Like, that's just step one. Like, let's not do that. But then, two, I wasn't shocked. Like, people were shocked at work, like, oh my God, why was she fighting pregnant? And in my head, I'm like, y'all must ain't stepped foot in Jackson. Because I cannot tell you how many times growing up that I saw women pregnant getting into fist fights, cutting motherfuckers, doing all types of just foul ass shit that I was like, bitch, what are you doing? So I wasn't shocked about the act because I've seen it before. But the white people was like shook.
Flabbergasted.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Well, think about white people. I'm talking to y'all. On site.
Yeah.
So, but on a serious note, you never know what situation a person is in. So just in certain cultures, when they see you looking vulnerable, they feel like you're an easy target.
Yeah.
So just because she pregnant don't mean that she ain't about that life.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, I've seen women with little children, little babies that will throw
baby
hands.
in the arm, bop.
Because me working at Sam's Club, I was like, ooh,
You
child.
had like 30 jobs.
One day I'm going to discuss all the jobs that
I gotta
I've
keep
had.
up.
You can't. You cannot. I've had way too many jobs. That's why I said when I get famous, I'm gonna just really have to have a sit down with like, you can do anything, because your girl done had some jobs like to just make this dream work. But yeah, that's why I said, because white people was real triggered, and I was like,
well, I just don't.
It's like I get it, because
I would arrest her because of battery.
Yeah.
And assault.
It's very.
But it's not her. Technically her fault that the person she was fighting had a gun and but it does say a lot that she was whooping that person so much that they had to go get a gun.
Because for those of y'all that don't know hood smarts, that's what that means. So when you over here fighting, if one, you gotta bring people into the fight, you weak as fuck. Two, if you gotta bring weapons in general, that means knives, guns, sticks, chairs, throwing cups. So for those of y'all that like fucking loving hip hop, where they be throwing all that shit, weak ass bitches.
Or shaking a table.
Like the fuck. Like that, listen, those are all signs of weakness. That you are losing, and you a pussy ass motherfucker for that. So if anything, girl that shot needs to be getting it. Like not the mama. It sucks that the baby passed away. I'm pretty sure she was devastated. But like I said, we don't know the full scope of the situation of why they were fighting. But like I said, it's not uncommon. I've known people to do it. I've known people to do it with small children. I don't think you understand how many times in my life I've grabbed random people's children to get them out of the way. Like, give me the baby. Like, cause like I said, you don't know the situation, and I'm just in my head like, let me just grab up these children. Let me just step over here.
Like, let y'all go on there and carry on.
The baby crying. It's gonna be all right, honey. It's gonna be okay.
I'm your auntie today.
Right, because that's why I said, like I said, I don't think she needed to go for manslaughter, because that's heavy as hell. I feel like if it was a white woman doing this, it would not have been manslaughter
at all.
But manslaughter is pretty heavy for that.
Yeah.
Like I said, definitely jail for fighting. Yes, I feel like there should be a special law for like.
What didn't this happen to Alabama?
It did happen to fucking.
That's why
Alabama. Our cousin state, our twin, because they're shaped like us.
Yeah.
Our twin. Louisiana's the cousin.
Mm-hmm.
But. Yeah.
So that explains a lot.
Fucking Handmaid's Tale about to happen. I swear to God, bro. Now I ain't finna fuck all that shit. My husband go to Canada. Fuck that.
But Trudeau is fine.
Oh yeah. You're right.
He is fine.
Yeah. I can't. Let me move on to the next thing. So, okay. So the next topic we're gonna talk about is Taylor Swift.
Okay, this is very.
Oh fuck. Okay, I don't like Taylor Swift. Let me just say the disclaimer right now. I really do not care for her at all. But in this particular situation, I will throw her a bone. So what's happening is her manager, I believe it's Scooter Braun, that she's been with for a while.
Also with Justin Bieber and Demi Lovato.
Yes, he does. So I believe that he's no longer, or he's trying to break away managing or something like that, to where they're breaking up business wise. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what was signed, Taylor. I don't know what was said, but it's looking like he about to get all the masters. Mm-hmm. Now, for those of y'all that don't know how the music industry works, basically it's based off of your record label and who you're managing, that if you can get your masters or not. Because there's been several accounts that artists have been doing all this stuff, and they're not even making half of the money that they could because they don't have the rights to their masters. Which is why it's very important for you to check your paperwork. If you are thinking about being mainstream in this industry, check your paperwork, make sure that, and then if not, ask and definitely know your rights to your master. Because I know a lot of artists, especially like Chris Brown and Beyonce, a bunch of people that will make money and buy their masters back immediately. So that way they can have it. Like I said, I don't know what was in her contract per se, but based off of who else he's managed, he looks like the type of person that was very much pushing for money. Taylor, to me, this is just my personal opinion. I think that she would have been fine to me if she would have stuck to country. The only reason why I don't like her is because she kept claiming she was so country, and then I found out that bitch was from fucking Pennsylvania, and I was like, bitch, no. But I feel like she was good there, and it was fine, but I feel like they started to morph her and push her into this machine of things, and it kind of, I don't even think she realized it until now that she was being boxed the fuck in just to make money. Because hell, I don't know how you let Demi Lovato and Justin outgrow you musically. I don't even know how that happened, because Justin's younger than you. Demi's younger than you.
Yeah.
So it's like they were able to evolve musically, and I'm not quite sure what all was going on with them, but I think Justin signed with Usher too. So that might have been half of the reason too.
Yeah, I think diversity was an issue. Because Taylor basically went from country to pop, which is cool.
Yeah.
I love both.
That's fine.
It's fine. But with Demi and Justin, it's like they kind of had rough lives.
Yeah.
So they could do more artistically.
Yeah.
But I always said personally, it's like, I wish Justin Bieber and Taylor would have teamed up, because Justin Bieber cannot write a song to me. But Taylor can write the hell out of a song. So but she can't sing.
Exactly.
No offense, baby.
She can't.
She can't sing.
Y'all ever listen to her live? Go back and listen to circa 2008 Taylor Swift live.
Ooh, girl.
You're going to be upset.
So that's why I was like, Justin Bieber has a bomb-ass voice.
Yes.
So if Taylor can write for him, they can become this powerhouse.
Now that I cannot cap on. Like, Taylor can write the hell out of a song. Me personally, I think that she should have stayed a songwriter. She would have made a lot more money.
Yes.
To me, she doesn't have that super entertainer quality star-esque to me.
But I love her in the sense of she's fine.
I just want to fight her sometimes. But it's just that, in this situation, it sucks.
I feel for her.
But I just feel like this is a continuing lesson in that the industry has continued to tell us that people are still not paying attention to.
Taylor Swift is worth about $200 million. That's a lot of money.
A lot.
But think about it like this. No one is ever going to pay you what you're worth.
Exactly.
For instance, the highest grossing female artist right now is Beyonce. But the highest grossing ever is Celine Dion and Madonna, then Mariah, then Beyonce. And all of these people are legendary.
Yep.
So it's like they have to fight so much more to own their rights.
And they have. I mean, they've said that in the past. All those people have had to fight, especially if you think about Madonna and when Mariah Carey came out, it was in the
male
the 80s and 90s.
It's
already male dominated, but it was really ooh, girl, I don't even know how the fuck, if y'all do have all of your masters, I don't know how. It is insane. And it was probably because Mariah was dating Tony Montoya. And when they divorced, that was part of the divorce contract. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So
well, I mean,
Taylor,
baby,
girl.
All I can say is that you should. I mean, do you have a copy of your contract?
Do you have a copy? Get you a lawyer.
And then, okay, my next question is. Now that I'm thinking about it, okay, this is just the audio engineer in me, the music person in me. How in the Sam Hill did you sign a managing contract with somebody that he has any access to your masters? Period. Shouldn't that just strictly
be
her label?
What happened was he bought that particular company that owned the masters.
Fuck. Yeah, that is what happened, isn't it?
So that means that he owns everything.
Damn, Taylor, you fucked.
But the thing about it is, it's like what happened with Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson, before he died, it was with Paul McCartney and the Beatles and Michael Jackson. Yeah. So Paul McCartney had known was going to buy the Beatles catalog. Yeah. So what Michael did was he bought it before Paul could. So Michael Jackson owns the Beatles.
Got you. Okay.
So I guess what in that situation is the industry is very messy. Very. So I guess the friendship wasn't as genuine as they thought it would be. Yeah. So I think that's the same thing with Scooter, is that even Todrick Hall came out and said that he sees price tags and dollar signs. Yeah,
I know, and I'm glad Todrick, I'm glad that your spidey senses was kicked, because I would have been beyond pissed if he would have like
Scooter
tried
was
to
gonna be riding a scooter
capitalize
off of
Todrick
yes.
As hard as Todrick has worked, those of us who have been watching Todrick since the beginning, because good Lord, I was watching Todrick before he even started doing his music full time. Yeah. Like I was watching his YouTube vlogs back in the gap. Like, bruh, I've seen Todrick come up, and I know how hard he's worked. I would have been so pissed if if you would have fucked with Todrick, bro, you would have catch these hands from so many people
on site.
Like that's what Taylor, baby. I'm so sad. This is the only time I'm feel bad for your cracker ass, because I still haven't forgave you for that fucking Mayo Cello bullshit. I'm not. Listen, that's the only. I'm feel bad for you for 5 minutes. Cause I understand that's your livelihood, that's your money that's being fucked with. What you need to do is get you some hood in you. That's what you need to do. And go. You know what you need to do? You need to go pull who was that ran up in the record label and fucked some shit up at fucking what is it? LaFace Records.
I forgot who that was.
Fucking who was that? Was that TLC that did that?
I don't think they fucked it up, did they?
Who did that? Somebody did. Oh, fuck. Who did that now? Oh, I feel like it was TLC.
It could. Well, Left Eye don't play.
That's my bitch. I fucking love Left Eye.
We love you.
God damn it. Fucking. Oh, I can go on. I fucking love Lisa so much. I have a picture of her in my room, y'all. I fucking love that. Ooh, I love Lisa so much. She was the shit. I feel like it was her. I feel like it was TLC that finally went to the record label and said, fuck out of here. They got their goons from Atlanta and like blocked all the doors and said, fuck out of here. Taylor, you need to pull one. You need to have one of them moments. Okay?
Call your friend Kanye and get him to hip you out.
See, this is why you should listen. See, now you need Kanye. Because there's certain times now you need Kanye. Y'all know I love Kanye on this channel. Now's the time you need Ye. You need him.
You need to call on Jesus
right now. Okay. See, you shouldn't have burned your bridges, because see, you was fine. Y'all had made up, but then you fucked that up because you claimed, which found out later you was a lie, because Kim Kardashian had them receipts, baby. She fucked your ass up. That you said that you didn't give Kanye permission to say that line in the song. You claimed that you didn't get permission, but then Kimmy came with them receipts on Twitter and exposed you. So then that's what fucked you up. See, you had a good connect. We were just talking about that earlier. Like, when you get cool with Kanye, you got that Kardashian connect with that momager, the Kris Jenner train.
Jenner.
Ooh, that's a side you need to be on.
But Taylor, get your masters, baby.
Baby, yeah, like that money that you do have that's left. Stop going on trips. Stop buying shit. Get your masters. Like if I was you, I don't know.
And then the thing about it, it's so funny because she comes from a banking family. Her family owns banks.
That's so weird.
Get your dad and get your money.
Look, if you gotta like sell some shit, do whatever you gotta do right now. Get your masters. Do not let this man get hold to your shit, because if he control your masters, he controls you. Because that's the whole reason why we had this issue with JoJo and why she felt like she needed to re-record her first album, because the record label is still holding on to it. That's still that's the same record label that's holding on to Aaliyah's music right now. The reason why we can't have all of it to this day. So having your masters is very imperative. Like that's like you gotta. I mean, that's just like you gotta be on the lookout for signing like 360 deals. It's the same situation. You really gotta like sit down. Like if I ever get a major label come and approach me, I'm gonna be like, can I take this contract? Can I get 2 days? Let me like look over it. Let me make sure all the terms and conditions are correct. Because I'm not gonna get, as hard as I work with my shit, as many jobs as I've worked to get this off the ground, what you're not gonna do is just come up in here when I didn't finally build this up to something and then you just take it. Absolutely not. We're not gonna play those games. No.
Not Anita.
Next, I'm gonna move on to the next thing, because good Lord, I can rant all day about the music industry. But side note, y'all, this root beer tried to kill Lola, my computer earlier today. Yeah, that's a whole other situation.
It was quite entertaining.
But the next thing, now you sent me this on Instagram about this woman that got banned from Walmart. For eating half of a cake and demanding that she pay half for it. I'm trying to figure out what cake was it? Because was it one of them sheet cakes? Was it one of them little small cakes? Like what? Like what did you have? And then did nobody see her eating this cake? I mean, in the Walmart.
Maybe she just would come and get a slice and then go to around with a buggy, and then she come back around the way and get another slice.
But that's what I need to know the size. Because I'm just like,
I mean, she probably got a nice little round cake.
I'm still at the point that did nobody see this woman eating this cake? How did y'all Walmart? I talked about y'all last episode. How you gonna step up your security so much? What city was this?
I need to
Texas?
know.
It said it was in Texas.
Well, as you know, I'm a very passionate cake eater.
Me too, bitch.
In all terms of the word.
You don't understand. We used to fuck some desserts up in high school. Y'all don't understand.
Baby,
we have a problem.
Dinner theaters and everything with the cakes.
We have a problem. It's okay. It's fine.
So, I'm passionate about it. And it's like, I see where she's coming from. Because sometimes you need to test the cake out. I personally don't recommend going to Walmart to buy cakes. I go to Kroger or the Fresh Market or Farmer's Market.
Yes.
But Auntie Way, I mean, she wrong for that. But I mean, what the cake tastes like? I need to know this.
I just still want to know I'm just still at the point of
how you eat a whole half a cake.
How did you eat half of a cake
without anybody noticing?
Without anybody noticing.
Well, if you had more fucking people in there at the registers at your security, we wouldn't have this problem.
This had to have been 2 a.m. She had to have called Walmart at 2 a.m. when nobody was in that motherfucker. Because it'd be like some Walmarts that don't have nobody in there. Because the one that couldn't be busy regardless. But I've been in some Walmarts that if you go in at like 1, 2 a.m, there's nobody in that motherfucker. That had to be what had happened. Because there's no way. Because my mama's diabetic, y'all. Christine diabetic. She's been diabetic most of my life. And whenever her sugar used to drop, she used to go and take a soda and a Snickers. Okay, y'all. Sorry. We had a little technical difficulty, but it's fine. We're back at it again.
It's fine.
We're fine. But like I was saying, my mama used to take like a Snickers and a Sprite or something that would get her sugar up. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to freak out like, "Mama, they're gonna take us to jail. Why are you doing that?" And she'd be like, "Shut up." So,
oh my God.
But like she used to like, but she used to keep the bottle and the wrapper, and we got the register. You would just pay for it. And I always thought, like, can you even do that? Is that even legal to do? But
Christine didn't care.
But that's the only. But it was like people would stare at her for doing that, and she had to. And I'd be like, "Mama's diabetic, and she go. I don't want to die." And I'm just over here like, me as a kid, like, "Oh, Mama to die," because my mama became diabetic right after she had Gabby. So that was back in like '97. So
Gabby, you ain't gonna never live that down.
Oh, she doesn't. My mom like to bring that up all the time. But it's like, but that was still back in the '90s where they used to have them real needles. Like now they got those needles that it's like more like concealed, so it's not as obvious. I mean, it's obvious, but it's not as obvious. But my mama really had them big ass, those real needles. Yeah, them real like. Oh, I used to cry. I'm such a squeamish kid, y'all. I'm still squeamish. Like I can feel people's pain, and I just really don't like that.
You're a Cancer. It makes sense.
So like my mama used to get mad at me because I used to cry for her. I'd be like, "Mama, doesn't that hurt?" And she'd be like, so still to this day, she knows. I hope my mama don't ever get into a situation where she needs me to give her insulin. Because she knows I'm the wrong child. She need to call Gabby. She need to call Matthew.
You just take the needle.
I'm going to be. I don't think you understand how I'm going to be crying with her.
I mean, like, does she cry?
No, Christine don't cry.
Well, that means that you shouldn't be crying.
I'm going to be crying.
You're gonna cry for her.
She knows. That's why she said that so much. She said, "I don't need you here. I need your sister." Because it's going to be really bad. But you know what? That actually leads into the next topic I had. So let me go, because we got some Ask FM questions. Y'all look at us. We're making some good time. So we got some Ask FM questions going on here. So let me like pick some that I thought was very interesting. So question number 1, and like I said, these are fucking camera. Hold on.
Please pause for a brief intermission.
Not really, because let's keep this going, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Just gotta keep.
I'm great.
Just gotta keep coding on here. Okay. Oh shit. Goddamn. Okay.
Back in frame. All right.
Goddamn shit. Fuck damn. That's Larry. I have an alter ego. His name's Larry. He lives inside of me.
Oh.
That's his voice. Anytime you hear that, that's him trying to creep out.
Oh.
Yeah, I have multiple personalities. It's fine. They all have names. Okay, so question number 1 from AXFM is, if you could witness any event of the past, present, or future, what would it be? Me personally, I said a Michael Jackson concert. Past, present, or future. Any event. It could be anything.
That's difficult. That's
a deep ass question.
It is.
I had just said one that was the first thing that popped into my head. Cause see, the only thing about that is that I wouldn't want to witness anything. I wouldn't want to fuck with time, cause we've had too many movies that have showed us. Even if you go back and think that you're changing one thing, it's gonna fuck up everything. So I wouldn't want to go and change anything per se.
Honestly, I would go to the creation of the universe.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I would like to witness that.
Oh,
because
fuck.
It's like, as a scientist, I'm really fascinated with how we got here.
Oh fuck!
So, and then of course I would have to bring Deborah Cox. How did you get here with me? Like, so she can sing. Wow. Imagine how sickening that music video would be.
Wow.
Deborah, this is how I got here.
How did you get here?
Bitch, I caught the bus.
Nobody's supposed to be here.
Well, bitch, I came to fuck.
Childhood memories there. But okay, that's interesting. Wow, I didn't even think that in my ass.
Because it's like the biblical people.
Yeah.
God said there was light.
You would just know, like.
You would.
Let me just tell you.
Because it's like, I always believe that the universe is energy. Anything can either be created or destroyed, so it had to come from somewhere. You
know what's funny? Now that you say that, I've always, and this is just recently, these past couple of years, I told somebody that this is just my opinion, that people make such a big deal about the religion and God and stuff. I honestly, this is just me, I think God is a ball of like an orb of energy.
That's what I feel like.
I really think that like God is not a person. I think it's just like an orb of energy that's like can speak with us telepathy wise. Like it doesn't even have to say anything. It's just like this, just sitting there in this cool little situation. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because because like we know they say Jesus was a person, okay? Because that would make sense because he's basically a demigod if we want to be specific. God's Jesus is like a demigod, but God was just there. So it just literally in my head like it has to be an orb of energy. It literally has to be energy.
And it's like
it has to be like because I'm like what else could God like really though like if you just really think about it like
because I am the great I am. I am the Alpha and the Omega.
I think it's an orb. I really do think that God is an orb of energy that I feel like when we like see it, it's gonna be so pure white and not even white, just a pure form of light that like it's so beautiful, and we're just like So it's like I get it. Yes, harmony. Okay. But that's what I honestly have felt like in these past couple years. And I don't know, like I've been doing a lot of research into like me as a Cancer and like just different things, like just being like a light worker because I realized that that's kind of what I do. Because it's certain stuff in my life that like it's just like I've always wondered why. Like random strangers will come up to me and feel like that they could just tell me their whole life story. It would just be little random stuff that I'm like, it's been happening to me my whole life, and my mama can't stand it. But I watched like a couple videos and they were saying like most people that were like basically like they're kind of basically saying that there's like some of us that are supposed to be like angels and light workers that have come back over several lifetimes, which because I've always felt like I've been reincarnated. Angel, so those of us that continue to come back because we have shit to do. And whenever you get to your last life form and what you're supposed to do, then you're like done. I personally, in my opinion, think this is my last life form. Which is why I feel like things are happening the way they are, which is why it's a little bit more struggling than what it was beforehand.
Baby, the harder the struggle, the bigger the breakthrough. Yeah,
like I would like to talk to somebody and see because I know for a fact that I've had several past lives before, but because I have a lot of dreams. But yeah, that's why I said that would be would be interesting. See what stemmed off of one question? Okay, the next one is, what is something you wish you were better at? I said drawing because I can do a lot of different things creatively, but it's always irked my soul that I can't draw. I can brain doodle. I can brain doodle real well. I can trace things.
Oh, okay.
I can look me. I can trace things and I can brain doodle. That's what I've been calling in my life because I can't really. It's not really a doodle. It's like a stick. It's like a really good stick person.
But it's a high end.
It's a high end stick person. So brain doodle. I'm gonna trademark that one day.
For me, it would be chemistry and singing.
Oh, but you're really good at singing though.
But I'm hard on myself.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Like, but also probably financial management.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Because you have people to teach you about credit and managing your finances.
Yeah.
But it's also like you never really have someone in school or your mom or dad to teach you like this is how you manage this. It's like because sometimes it's like you make a lot of money, but it's like you like where did it go?
Yeah.
And also how to taxes.
Oh yeah.
Currently I have to pay $2,000 a month in taxes. That's how much is getting taken out of my check.
Shit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my ass is complaining about fucking $200.
And it's like,
ooh,
I was like,
shit. Shit. You need a hug, friend. That just hurt my soul.
And it's like at first, it's my first like real job, and I was like, oh, because the first one I was like, all right, baby, you're gonna see them taxes, you're gonna start crying. I was like, all right, because they show you a little salary. You're like, okay,
yeah, you're like, okay.
Uncle Sam takes half of it, every month. So it's like
that sucks ass.
And there are also people who don't have to pay as much and that work with me, and it's like as a single black male, I pay so much, and that's my other thing. I'm paying all these fucking taxes, but why my fucking roads fucked up? Where my money going?
PSA to Jackson, Mississippi, and these potholes.
Like, it really
why do we
me.
have manholes in 2019?
And y'all got this new fleet of police vehicles. Y'all ain't catching nobody.
4 people have died from this manhole. I'm just saying. Why? They just repaved Clinton Boulevard.
Oh yeah, they did.
My mama said, okay, it's a side note. I know y'all that ain't from Mississippi ain't gonna understand, but Shaw Road over there by my house? Mm-hmm. They actually gonna, first of all, repave it, because good God, that road's been shitty McShit since the 90s.
And it's bad.
It's real bad, and literally to the point where like you damn near gotta drive in the woods next to it to avoid anything, and you can't do it at night. If you don't know Shaw Road, you can't drive down it at night.
Know your potholes, baby.
But they're gonna expand it out, to it to be 2 lanes, and then they're gonna repave it. So they're trying to make it all fancy, because they had to block my neighborhood off from it, because there was an entrance from Shaw Road into my neighborhood, and like Google doesn't know that it's closed off.
It doesn't, because I ran into that fucking gate.
It has been closed off for years since it. I think it closed off right when I graduated high school, actually. And it's only because it's so close to West Jackson, and we had some nigga shit happen a lot. Niggas. And it took one good time for a little white girl that I was that lived in my neighborhood that I was cool with. Her name was Hannah.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah got robbed in her driveway. I don't know how. I don't know when, where, why. But she came to school traumatized, saying that she got robbed in her driveway one night. Now, Maya has been staying in that neighborhood my whole life. I never had no situation like this ever. Maybe it's because I used to befriend the hood niggas that live there. Maybe that's why.
It be the people that you know.
Oh, are you jogging?
He wearing white, so he gonna get hit.
What time is it? It's 9:14 at night. Why are you jogging in Jackson? I mean, some people are. It's downtown at that. This ain't no
downtown.
This ain't no real downtown down here, y'all. It's rough.
It's rough.
The fuck? Anyway, but
the roads and the people.
The what? Anyway. Okay, so the next one that we're gonna get to. I'm trying to check this camera, make sure our battery don't die. So the next one we're gonna get to. What advice would you give to children today? Now, I said, don't let social media consume your life or your choices. And I say that for a reason, because those of us, I believe, if I'm gonna just put some years on it, I believe those of us who were born from the early 90s to the mid 90s, and I say mid 90s, like 95, 96-ish at the latest. What year were you born?
95.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I would say 96 at the latest. We were that group of people that we can honestly say that we've seen the birth of social media. And we also can remember a time where there wasn't social media. Yeah, so we can also remember a time where there wasn't social media. So we're kind of in a place where we're on it, but we can also disconnect because we grew up with both. Those of them that are younger now that are with it don't understand that you need to disconnect every now and again, because social media is great, because we use social media originally just because what it was made for, to connect with people for jobs or just pen pals or like whatever. Now it's the space is turned into just a free-for-all of somewhat negativity, because it's like you get people that are now cyberbullying to the extent to where now we're having these children that are taking their own lives, which is very, very sad. Like suicide is already depressing, but it's like these are babies, you know,
10-year-old kids, 8-year-olds,
babies. So it's like, you know, I just if anything, and this is whenever I have kids, I want to definitely explain to them, social media is great. It's a really good tool to help you out, but it's not your life. Okay. I know people that stay on social media way too much. They feel like that they need to post everything. They need to announce everything. They need to do all this stuff on social media. And I get it. At one point I was like that, but I grew the fuck up. So disconnect from it. Like, just if you need to take a couple of hours, couple of days, delete the app, and don't announce that you're doing it. I can't stand people that do that. I'm gonna take a break from social media, guys.
Oh, I just leave.
I just leave, honestly. Like,
just leave.
Like, you don't, and then on top of that, like, don't get so caught up in what people are saying about you on social media, because I know it could be overwhelming, especially when we live in a time where we have so many followers. I'm putting in quotations, followers, but it's still people that, one, you don't know, two, you know, of course, you know, if they know you and they want to run up, that's a different situation. Then you can either throw hands or you can call the police. One of the two. Those are your options. But I'm just saying, most of these people are just talking shit behind a keyboard. I can't tell you how many people have talked so much shit to me behind a keyboard. Is ridiculous, especially with me having this YouTube channel. White people are really running in Jackson at 9:17 at night. Okay, sorry, but like, I've had people since I started this YouTube channel and then my channel originally, my first video on this channel was me talking about glute boost, literally just telling my exact story word for word that I was having, because I have extreme body dysmorphia, and I'll talk about that at a later date. Because of that, I was seeing myself as not this attractive person, and I wanted to change myself, but I didn't have the money at the time to do anything about that because I was in college. So that's how I ended up finding glute boost and a couple of different products that I promote on my channel. So even like with me doing that, as long as I've been talking about glute boost, I still get people that come on my channel saying that, oh, I'm a paid spokesperson only, like my body's fake and all that kind of shit like that. And I'm like, the fuck?
Have you not watched it?
Right. And then like now, hell, I even have a video now that I just refuse to take down. It's a video that I uploaded to warn other people about the Target debit card, because basically, long story short, they promote it as you can apply and it'll connect to your account and they'll take it out of your account later and you'll get 5% off your transactions, but really and truly it's two different accounts. So what happened to me is that I had to use it to get cash out, because I'm thinking I'm taking it out of my account. I overdrew from my bank account, which I dealt with that. But later on got a letter in the mail from Target saying that now I owe them the same money for the transactions plus more. So that's why I made the video, because I'm like, does anybody, ooh, that battery's gonna die. But I was like, does anybody else know about this? And people are on there going in about my financial situation, saying that I was really dumb for overdrafting my account and I need to like do all just all types of shit. So I finally got on their comment section to say, listen, what we're not gonna do is this. I said, y'all act like nobody has ever been in this situation. And I told y'all while I had to take that money out, because I had 2 hotels mess me up and took more money out than they needed to. And I actually needed to get home. I was in California one time. I was in Atlanta the second time. I needed to get home. So in those type of situations, you do whatever the fuck you need to do to get to where you need to be at. It'd be different if I was home doing this shit, but I was out of state. So, you know, I just had to get on there and just be like, you know, chill the fuck out. But like I said, don't let social media consume you. I'm gonna let you answer, because I know that we're running out of time because this camera's gonna die.
I would just tell them to don't be afraid of failure. Fail often and fail well. Yeah. Because You learn from failure. It's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I dance with failure every day. It's my best dance partner, but I'll never let it take the lead.
Yeah, definitely. Because I've done that.
It's gonna be all right.
A lot. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. This has been a really good podcast. I'm so glad that we did this. I want to thank my guest. This has been my baby for years, y'all. Y'all don't understand. No, we've had so many good times. But for those of y'all watching on YouTube, make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you are listening to us on SoundCloud, make sure that y'all get on our Ask FM. You see that we brought them up this episode. We didn't do random facts because we brought up the Ask FM questions. So definitely, like the links will be in my bio. So definitely do that. We like to bring them up and discuss them. If y'all want to do something else, let me know. But yeah, that's all I got to say. You got some ending notes?
Be you and be you.
Yes. And if you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else?
Can I get an amen?
Amen. Can we go watch RuPaul's Drag Race now? Like, please, Lord.